Hey everybody! It's Megan back on Facebook. I know I've been gone for a little bit. Look where I am. So excited. Today I am on Capitol Hill. I am lobbying for the One Organization. The One Organization is a global organization of over 7 million people who are working to eradicate extreme poverty globally and preventable diseases such as TB, malaria, AIDS. I'm so excited to be here. It's an amazing day to be here. We're here talking to our legislators about the budget, which is pretty timely considering tonight President Trump is going to be revealing his ideas for the budget. And it's really amazing. We're here to talk about protecting the 150, which is the 150 account is an account in the budget, the federal budget. It's 1% of the federal budget. That's like nothing. And that 1% helps so many people. It's saved millions of lives. It helps protect our country by supporting the State Department in federal aid for developing countries, which then helps our Defense Department as well, because obviously when you're going into countries where there is extreme poverty, that's where extremists step in, right? And they fill that gap, and that's how people end up making horrible choices because they have no choices to make. Their choices are, I can either get the food from the extremist group that is offering it to me, or my child can starve. So what this budget does is it provides for programs that make that choice a little bit easier by providing aid, hospitals, schools. It's an amazing thing, and it needs to be protected. Unfortunately, it is in the piece of the pie, the federal budget, that could be cut, and we're really not sure what that's going to look like at the moment. So we're here today to talk to our legislators about why we think that shouldn't happen. And so far, we've had a great response. One is a bipartisan organization. If you guys know me, I'm from Kansas, so all of my representatives are on the Republican side, and we've still had amazing support. They're fiscally conservative, of course, but they seem to also understand how important this budget is, especially if you're working in a place where, oh, hi Tara! If you're working in a place where there's a high military constituency, right? So in Kansas, obviously we have Fort Riley, Fort Leavenworth, Fort Hays. And so it's just really important that we support them by supporting the State Department and their developmental programs, which in turn then help our military. So we're here to talk about that. I'm also here to talk about the READ Act. The READ Act passed through Congress through the House of Representatives in January. Yeah, in January. You may remember last year I sent some Facebook posts to all of you about the Education for All Act. This is very similar. It's just a new name to make it a little less confusing. A lot of people were like, Education for All, what does that mean? So the READ Act will specifically help facilitate programs in countries. Hi guys, lobby, you know it. Will actually help facilitate programs that support infrastructure in countries, especially in sub-Saharan Africa, but it's globally, to help the 263 million children right now in our world who are not currently attending school. When you put kids in school, especially girls, you affect entire communities, and those ripples are felt throughout the world globally. It makes the world a safer place when people are educated. There is less war, there is less economic downturn. It's just a good thing for everyone. So this bill is so important to us. It has already passed through the House of Representatives, which is amazing. Last year, the very similar bill, the Education for All Act, made it out of committee in the Senate, but then never got voted on. Unfortunately, it wasn't brought to the floor before the session ended. So right now, this is coming into the Senate. There's not a Senate bill yet, but you know when it comes, I'm going to be asking you guys all to write letters. And I just wanted to share one more thing before I go from the Capitol. Isn't it pretty? That this morning we met with one of my senator's offices, and one of the things they talked about to us were it is so important that we talk to our members of Congress. For example, one of our senators was a co-sponsor. Senator Pat Roberts was a co-sponsor of the Education for All Act, and what they were telling us is, I've taken your letters, your handwritten letters, hand-delivered them to their offices in Kansas City, and it makes a difference. They remember that. They care about their constituents. They work for us. And so they understand that if it matters to their constituents, it matters to them, but you have to tell them. And I sat there today really talking a lot, like why should it matter to a mom in Kansas what is happening in the global education community? Why should that matter to me. And I think there is a misconception that that doesn't matter to a mom from Kansas, but it does. It affects me, it affects my children, it affects my friends in the military, it affects economic growth for our country, and it's just the right thing to do. This is what America is all about. So it's been a great day. I have a couple more meetings today. I'm getting ready to go grab lunch right now, but I just wanted to stop in and say hi. Thank you guys for all your support. I'm still going to be asking you guys for stuff, but the great thing about one of my favorite things about this organization is not only is it bipartisan, number one, amazing. Number two, we're not asking for your money, we're asking for your voice. We do not raise money for these causes. Our job is we are an advocacy organization. We work with Congress, with governments around the world. This is a global organization to get bills passed that support the communities that we are advocating for. We are not asking for donations. We are not asking for any kind of financial contribution. We are just asking for your voice. We are asking for you to talk to your legislators, no matter who they are, and tell them this matters to you, and tell them why. And we have over 200 volunteers here today, meeting with congressmen and women and our senators from every state in the U.S. And I'm so proud to be here supporting Kansas and representing Kansas. And it's been so great walking around Capitol Hill. We're wearing these great ONE shirts. And I've had maybe 15 people stop me and say, what is ONE? And when I explain to them what it is, I get nothing but positive reactions and positivity, and it's just such a great thing to be a part of. And I know right now it's kind of depressing and it feels like we can't do anything to make the world a better place, but we can, okay? So thanks for watching, you guys. I will check in later. Feel free to share this video because I want everyone to know about this organization and all the great work they're doing. All right, bye.